Now let's talk a little bit about some of the applications that are out there on the web, many of them completely free, that can dramatically enhance your ability to market on the web. First of all, we looked at, we've talked about Google and Yahoo and MSN, the search engines, and with those you're able to do paid search marketing, which is pay-per-click, and you also have the capability to be found under free search. Secondly, there's things we've heard of called blogs. Now blogs, they're just like a website, yet they categorize the information, and a lot of news sources use blogs to distribute news, and there are people who use blogs to have ongoing discussion threads, and those are great. If you can have an ongoing discussion thread going on a blog, that is picked up, those discussions are picked up by search engines, and that will come up in free search, and if it's on the topics related to your business, you can have fantastic results. But that is very time consuming to be writing, and really, and it's very unique to be able to have an extensive conversation-based blog. Another really great use of blogs, though, is to make information available on your blog that are in the form of articles and all kinds of information about your business that they can then be used during your sales process. You can refer people to it, and the search engines do pick up that information, and it shows up in free search a lot. Another online tool is there's a company called PR Web, and they can broadcast your press releases to all kinds of online news outlets. Many of us probably heard of LinkedIn. I've heard people call LinkedIn, just swear by LinkedIn and how incredible it has been for them in terms of connecting with other people. Facebook, that's a personal networking site that allows you to post a lot of information about, you post information can be business oriented or personal, and then you can link to other people that are known as friends on the network, and it's a very good way to share information, and it typically gets a little bit more personal and in-depth than something like LinkedIn, which is very business oriented. You may have heard of, there's one called Twitter, which is actually very personal networking. It's something where you can let other people know what you're doing at any given moment, and that may be good or bad depending on how you want to use it. And then of course there's YouTube. We've all heard about YouTube. I think YouTube bought for, say, $1 billion or something, and it's just a free service, yet it allows you to post personal and business videos very easily on the web. And those videos I've seen, there's a company that that manufactures a product, and they use little videos on YouTube all the time that they've actually created with their phone video camera to show people how to use their product, and they're talking to someone on the phone and they'll direct them there. Extreme capabilities for communicating, and also all of these tools allow you to utilize keywords so that when people are searching they can find things that are related to your business. So what are the benefits of some of these things? Google, obviously, you do pay-per-click. We have people that are getting many leads every single day from pay-per-click, and when that's optimized, you can be, there are customers who it's their #1 lead source is people searching and clicking on those links and contacting them. You're generating leads when people click to your website and they find you in free search. Blogs, mentioned that blogs, people are finding your information, they're finding you. PR Web, it's an extremely good way to put press releases out to numerous organizations. LinkedIn, can actually give you a little example about LinkedIn. At this presentation, there's a person who had sent me a link on LinkedIn, and I wasn't sure who that person was, but it sounded kind of, excuse me, the name sounded familiar. I clicked accept, and then that person sent me back a link and said, I can't remember where I met you. And so then I'm really curious, and I looked up the name and found out that, oh, you must be your office is very close here to the Union League Club, so you must be a member. Maybe that must be how we met. And then the person, I said, I'm doing a presentation there next week. And so through this back and forth dialogue, Peter actually ended up here at that particular presentation. And it's someone that I may not have run across after that initial meeting again. On YouTube, the incredible value of YouTube is allowing you to present information without taking the time. If you can imagine doing demonstrations and if you had 10 people watching your product demo going on at exactly the same time, it can be extremely, extremely effective. So we've talked about these web applications that you can use, and we can at a later date we can dig into each one of those in more detail. But one of the overriding factors is that they are all designed to be very easy to use. All of those web tools are designed so that you can use them without having to utilize any type of support. They couldn't handle getting thousands of calls every hour if it was complicated. So all of these tools you can use extremely easily. So it just means that you really have to have a good strategy to use them related to your business. You can increase your web presence with these. People can check you out. You can be found in free search. There's actually there are many, I've heard many people say, even in a variety of industries now, that if you can't be found on the web, that's actually kind of suspect. Colleges are now doing searches for kids that are enrolling in college. Just about every executive recruiter is doing internet searches, and these internet presences that you have can be very telling in terms of what your background is and really providing a confidence about that when someone's interviewing that they know about you. It creates a web first impression. Again, I mentioned no info can even be a red flag. And some of the information on the internet that you have out there can create links to people. I recently talked to someone who said that he found that someone was an Eagle Scout on their Facebook page when they were searching, and they said, get that person in there. That person happened to have been an Eagle Scout, and they said, we're going to interview that person. It's the kind of thing that can really make linkages among people. More people will find you searching Google and Yahoo if you have more of these internet presences out there and you have more information out there, and you're going to be able to communicate without taking the time. So this has been an introduction, and I'll be glad to take any questions.